Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, President Joe Biden has become unhinged. Now, why he has become unhinged? Well, there was a special counsel that was investigating him just as much as Donald Trump had got investigated for having classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. Now, we know Donald Trump had got charges put on him for his situation, but Biden had a special counsel that was investigating him because he had documents at his place of residence that was classified documents. But then the special counsel put out a report, and in this report has set off a political firestorm. Now, the special counsel, his name is Robert Hur. That's the gentleman on the screen that was the special counsel, in this case. And what Mr. Hur put on his report made Biden unhinged. Now, let's get into what was put in the report that would made Biden so unhinged. And you will see part of that when we play this here in the podcast. Now, in the special counsel's report, he said that Biden was a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. He said at various points, investigators noted how the president's memory appeared hazy when discussing the war in Afghanistan debate. He said that was once so important to him, they said. It said Biden couldn't remember important details about his own life either, according to investigators. It said in his interview with our office, it said Mr. Biden's memory was worse. He did not remember when he was vice president. Y'all, he did not remember when he was vice president. That was recent history for most people that he was Obama's vice president for 8 years. He didn't do anything for 4 years when Trump was in office, and he came and became the president. So if he's not remembering recent history, that's an issue and a problem. It goes way past if you like Biden or not. It goes way past even politics. That is dangerous for the country that he can't even remember when he was vice president. They continue to say he did not remember even within several years when his son Beau died, according to reports. It said Hur hammered home how Biden exhibited diminished faculties and faculty memory in interviews with federal investigators or his author, Mark Zawincer. It said this couldn't come, they said, the worst time for the president amid ongoing concerns among voters about Biden's age and acuity. It said in the past couple of days, for instance, he has twice confused current European leaders with foreign leaders who died years or even decades ago. They said Trump has also been dogged by the age and health questions on the trail as of late, but that didn't stop his allies from pouncing. It said if you're too senile to stand trial, then you're too senile to be president. Joe Biden, it says, unfit. It said to lead this nation, according to a Alex Pfeiffer spokesman. It said for Make America Great Again, a pro-Trump super PAC said in the statement. So a lot of people now are asking for the complete transcripts of these interviews. Also, there are people on Congress, some Democrats, definitely a lot of Democrats, believe it or not, Democrat strategists are panicking about this report. They're saying, look, we all kind of had an idea, but now it's being confirmed. What are we going to do about this? This is very dangerous. This is literally going to give Trump the election. But when this report came out, Biden did a press conference just out the blue. And the crazy part about this is that I want y'all to really listen and pay attention to the clips I'm going to play with Biden. He's literally is going to make this report accurate. Let's go ahead and get this rolling.
I know there's some attention paid to some language in the report about my recollection of events. There's even reference that I don't remember when my son died. How in the hell dare he raise that? Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, it wasn't any of their damn business. Let me tell you something. Some of you have commented, I wear since the day he died, every single day, the rosary he got from Our Lady of... Every Memorial Day, we hold a service remembering him, attended by friends and family and the people who loved him. I don't need anyone to remind me when he passed away or passed away.
Something the special counsel said in his report is that one of the reasons you were not charged is because in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president. I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's
How
totally
bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak. That's
Do you
my
feel your memory has gotten worse, Mr. President?
My memory is not good. My memory is fine. My memory, take a look at what I've done since I become president. None of you thought I could pass any of the things I got passed. How'd that happen? You know, I guess I just forgot what was going on.
Mr. President, for months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, "Watch me." Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
They express concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your answer
Because
to
I'm the
that
most
question?
qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
Do you believe that, guys? Mr. President, why are you confusing the names of world leaders?
Thank you, everyone.
The hostage negotiation, look. I'm of the view, as you know, that the conduct of the response in Gaza, in the Gaza Strip, has been over the top. I think that, as you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate. I talked to Bibi to open the gate on the Israeli side. I've been pushing really hard to get humanitarian assistance into Gaza.
The reason why I said that video right there made the report just even more credible is that when he was talking about the rosary that he received, he couldn't even name the particular Catholic church where he received the rosary. Most people, he stated that he would remember when his son passed away. But most parents who have the unfortunate, a very, very unfortunate thing that happened to any parent, because like the old people say, you supposed to pass away, not your children, right? He couldn't remember where he got the rosary from. Okay, some people say, well, maybe he was just upset and maybe he want to say something he didn't need to say. Okay, fine. One reporter said about him not getting the names right of foreign leaders. Toward the end, they asked him a question. He came back to talk about the situation with Israel and Palestine. He literally just confused himself and everybody else, saying the wrong name for the wrong leader. He mentioned Mexico. Mexico has nothing to do or not even nowhere near Israel or Palestine. That's Egypt he's talking about. He's not talking about Mexico. So the lady asked him that. He's talking about leaders who they say who's passed away for even decades. That was in a special counsel's report. So now you're seeing, and this is the messed up part. I, as a married man, okay, me and my wife, we know each other. We know our comings and goings. We know we're not feeling well, whatever. His wife, Dr. Jill Biden, she knows this man's issues. She's been trying to shield him, and you notice she tries to protect him, and that's what she's supposed to do. She's a wife, and I'm not faulting her for trying to protect him, and she knows what he got going on. But this is my issue. You have a health issue that needs to be dealt with. Making him be in the stress of the presidency, right? And he is not really mentally fit for it is just wrong. It's wrong. That job is stressful. You remember Barack Obama when he went into office? He had all black hair. Everything was all good. By the time Obama got out of there, boy, he got gray so quick. By the time he got out of there, because that job is stressful. Dealing with all them people is stressful. So the issue is, on top of that, not only his mental, state isn't well, people can take advantage of him in that position. How many people, and y'all know these stories, people have went to jail for taking advantage of a person in his position. What I mean by that, a person that's dealing with, really, the man shows signs of dementia to me. And who's to say that he wasn't diagnosed and they got him on some medication, right? He's not gonna come out and say nothing. But people take advantage of people in his position, and people have tried to swindle an elderly person's home from them, their insurance policies, savings, all kind of things that people went to jail for doing. How do we know that somebody is convincing him that the migrant crisis is actually a good thing? Who's to say? We don't know. Like, why he's so adamant about it when he can't remember certain key details in his own personal life. Remember, the special counsel that comes from the Department of Justice that he put together. Okay, that's his DOJ. That's not a Republican. That's his. So they come out and say, "Hey, his mental health state isn't really good. His memory is not good." Kamala come out firing off. She's mad. And all that. And I get why he's so upset, because if you've been around elderly people who have that condition, they do get upset. They get upset because a lot of times they just don't remember. And everybody say, you don't remember that? You don't remember? And they get upset by it because they don't really feel like they're forgetting things sometimes. They get angry if people keep asking them that question. So his anger and being unhinged is because he's frustrated. He's frustrated that he can't remember certain key events in his life that he should be remembering, and everybody's constantly asking him all those particular questions. You understand? Remember the video where he said, y'all know about you, but I'm gonna go to bed. You ever say, what? And I said at the time, somebody his age is supposed to be going to bed. Hey, listen, I'm nowhere near his age, and I make sure to get out this studio of mine, and I carry my happy self to bed. I go take my shower and carry my happy self to bed, and I don't fall directly to sleep. But hey, I go to bed too. So I get it. I thoroughly get why you want to go to bed. But Kamala, you've seen this man's memory issues. You've seen it. You're around him. The staff, you've seen it. Listen, I'm going to say something, and y'all know good and well I don't support the Democrats. But really, at this stage in the game, I think he really needs to step down and go focus on his health. Let Kamala take his place and Kamala be the president for the rest of the term. And then we just have the regular elections, that come up in, November. And that's that. Because that would be the smart thing to do, Democrat Party. If you want even a inkling of a chance of winning anything, he just needs to step down and go tend to his health and live his life. Hey, he had a good run, even though I disagree with a whole lot of his politics. I disagree with the 1994 crime bill, whole lot of things he said, but he's done enough. I think he needs to step down, let Kamala be sworn in as president, and let her finish off the term. Whether you like Kamala or not, I know Kamala can remember the last 8 years, 10 years. Kamala doesn't have any mental, health issues like that. She don't. We got to think like adults, okay? And regardless whether you like them as Democrats or Republicans, we all living in this country. We don't want to see, something happen because this guy said something or somebody took advantage of this man. Because trust me, the enemies of America see this. That's why you really have to react. And Democrats, if y'all claim that y'all got other Democrats that can defeat Trump, okay, well, it's time for y'all to start putting up these other Democrats that can defeat Trump at this point. I'm just saying, I don't support Democrat, but I'm saying we talking common sense here now. This is not about Democrat and Republican, but common sense. Y'all sit up there and let Biden stay in that position. I promise you, Trump is going to win in a landslide. in a landslide. Even this case, Trump is talking about, why aren't y'all dismissing my case? He had documents. Why you ain't dismissing mine? You see how it's all going to be, y'all, it's going to be so interesting in the next, the few months. It's going to be very interesting in this country politically. The Democrats are in a real bind. See, before it was all speculation and things like that, even though people see it, but when it gets put down off of somebody that interviewed you for hours, and what bothered me the most is that he couldn't remember when he was vice president of the United States. When you can't remember that, bruh, come on now. Come on. That's dangerous. So yes, I do advocate for for him to step down and for Kamala to be the president of the United States until the end of the term, and just let her and whatever Democrat go run against Trump. That's just what I support. I support that because that's just not good for the country. But, we don't deal with people with common sense in Washington. The Democrat Party isn't a common sense party at this point. They're not. If this was Trump, I would say the exact same thing about him too. If he was the president and he started doing that, and whoever the vice president is, I would have said the same thing. Hey, Trump needs to step down and let this other vice president finish off the term for the sake of the country. You say you care about the country so much? Well, that would be the wise thing to do. But let's see what the Democrats going to do, because the Democrats, they keep this up with Biden, they definitely going to lose. They're going to lose. I mean, he needs to talk with his doctor, his family. He's done enough. He was the vice president for 8 years. He almost, he toward the end of his term, this time around. Now, if the Democrats do anything, they may convince him just to not run and just finish off his term. But even that's dangerous at this point. And I know some people say, I don't want no Kamala. No, not her. Look, I don't support Kamala like that either. But like I said, I'd rather her right now than him. Just be honest with you. I'd rather her than him. Do I think she would win a presidential election? No, I don't think that at all. But at this stage in the game, yeah, I think she needs to become president. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. You think Biden should step down and Kamala become president? I think it'd be better for the nation. Just my opinion.